If you're running a business here in Phoenix, you know your technology is pretty much the engine that makes everything go. But what does it really cost to keep that engine tuned up, secure, and running at full speed? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify the real price of managed IT services for businesses right here in the Valley.
Okay, let's not waste any time. No fluff, no sales jargon. We're getting straight to the #1 question on every business owner's mind. Because let's face it, your budget and your time are everything.
All right, so if you're a small business, maybe a startup in Tempe or a law firm in Scottsdale with about 5 to 25 employees, this is the ballpark you're playing in. This is your typical monthly investment for solid, comprehensive IT support.
Now, as your business grows, say you're in that mid-size range of 25 to 75 people, things get more complex, right? More moving parts, more data, more risk. So naturally, your monthly costs are going to scale up into this bracket.
And for the larger companies out there, maybe you're a manufacturing plant over in Goodyear with 75 to 150 employees. Well, the investment gets bigger again. This covers all those extra users, that critical data, and the complex infrastructure that keeps your operation humming.
So now that you've got the numbers, here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll look at why Phoenix is such a unique market, decode how you're actually built, see what you get for your money, calculate the real return on investment, and finally, how to pick the perfect IT partner.
First things first, let's talk about the local landscape. You might think IT costs are the same everywhere, but nope. Phoenix has its own special set of challenges that directly shape the price you pay.
And it all starts with something we know a little too well. I mean, when you can practically cook an egg on the sidewalk, just imagine what that's doing to your server room. This isn't just about being comfortable. It's a huge operational and cost factor.
And this really unpacks it. That brutal heat means you need powerful and expensive cooling systems just to keep your gear from melting. Plus, our tech scene is exploding, which is awesome, but it means there's fierce competition for top IT talent, and that drives up salaries. Then you've got the Valley's sprawl. Getting a technician from Surprise to Gilbert takes time and money. And finally, our biggest industries, healthcare, finance, they have incredibly strict compliance rules that your IT partner has to know inside and out.
So how do IT providers take all of that and turn it into a price? Well, there are basically 3 main ways they structure their plans. Understanding these is the key to not overpaying.
This chart really simplifies it. By far, the most common model you're going to see here in Phoenix is per user. It's super straightforward. You pay a flat fee for each employee every month. It makes budgeting a breeze. Tiers are like prepackaged deals, and then you have custom plans for bigger, more complex businesses. Okay, so within those pricing models, services are usually bundled together. Let's peel back the layers and see what your money actually buys you at each level.
Okay, focus on that middle row, the professional tier. The essential one is, well, just the basics. Premium is for companies with really heavy-duty compliance needs. But for most businesses here in Phoenix, that professional tier is the absolute sweet spot. You get 24/7 emergency support and, crucially, advanced security like EDR. Think of EDR as a security guard that doesn't just stand at the door. It actively patrols your systems looking for anything suspicious. For any business where downtime costs you money, this is a must-have. And just a heads up, your base package isn't always the final number. If you need someone to help with high-level tech strategy, that's a virtual CIO, basically a part-time chief information officer. Or you need specialized help with regulations like HIPAA for healthcare. Expect to add these on top of your per-user fee. I know, these numbers can feel like a big expense. But the real story isn't about the cost, it's about the return on that investment. To really get it, you have to look at the absolutely mind-boggling cost of doing nothing. This is nuts. According to Gartner, just 1 hour of downtime can cost a fortune. If you're in financial services, that's over $13,000 just gone for every single hour your systems are offline. A healthcare practice, $9,000. This is the financial disaster you're preventing.
And that's just for accidental downtime. When things get malicious, like a ransomware attack, the numbers become truly terrifying. And this isn't some hypothetical. This is a real-world estimate for a 40-person company right here in our backyard.
So here's where it all clicks. Let's look at this example. A 30-person firm puts in $66 grand a year for top-notch IT. By doing that, they avoid potential losses that are way bigger. The math is simple, right? Good proactive IT isn't an expense, it's an investment that pays for itself, sometimes multiple times over in a single year.
Okay, so you get the costs, you see the value. Now for the most important part. How do you actually pick the right provider? And just as important, how do you avoid the wrong one?
Let me be crystal clear. If a price looks too good to be true, it is. Every single time. That $49 a user deal, it usually means they'll just send you an alert that something's broken, but they won't actually fix it. And that real story about the Chandler Medical Office, they learned the hard way that saving a few bucks up front can lead to catastrophic fines that will absolutely wreck your business.
So instead of looking for the cheap option, look for these green lights. You absolutely need a local team that gets the Phoenix market. You need a written contract, an SLA, that guarantees their response times. And you have to find a partner with proven experience in your industry. These are not nice-to-haves, they are your absolute non-negotiables.
Here's your playbook. It's a simple 6-step action plan to guide you. Start by figuring out what you're really spending on IT right now, and don't forget to include the hidden costs of lost productivity. Then, get your quotes, check those references, and make your decision based on long-term value, not just the price tag.
Because ultimately, you're not just hiring an IT help desk, you're investing in a technology partner. You're bringing on a team that stops problems before they start, gives you strategic advice, and makes sure your tech can actually support your dreams for growth, all while understanding what it means to do business here in the Valley.
It really is that simple. In 2026, technology isn't just a part of your business, it is your business. Making the right choice here protects your operations, your reputation, and your entire future. And so we're going to leave you with this one question to really think about. Take a hard look at your current situation. That one computer that's always slow, that nagging worry about a data breach, the fact that you don't have a real tech plan. Is it helping you win, or is it a ticking time bomb? Your answer will tell you exactly what you need to do next.